All right, I think I got the sound figured out. First pitch by Ryan was on the way. Little hopper down third, foul ball. Hit up the middle, right to Walker. Walker flips it over for the first out of the game. So 1 out. Ryan pitching. He got Taisley catching. Autumn at first. Infield the same as usual. Kyler at second. Kelsey at short with Ruth at third. Thank you. With Carla, Skiz, and Finch in the outfield. First pitch to number 18, which is Lopez, was in for a strike. Little chopper, fair. Roots has it, picks it up, and safe. And able to get here in time for the out. Lopez will be safe at first, brings up Lick. Lick up with 1 out, 1 on. Outside, ball 1. Strike 1. As Litvick swings through that one. Line drive to left. Just short left for a base hit. 2 on. 1 out. Jasmine up to bat. Strike, outside part. Inside, 1-1. Inside again, 2-1. Jasmine at bat, 2 on, 1 out for Poston Butte here in the top of the first. Swing and strike 2, 2-2. Jasmine chases the low pitch. Outside. Just a little outside, 3-2. Hit to second. Picked up by, nice play by Kyler to stop that. Able to pick it up in time and get the out at first. Runners move up to second and third. Clean up to bat. 2 outs, 2 on. Strike 1. Waist high fastball. Just a little high, 1-1. Hit the short, picked up by Walker. Walker flips it over to Autumn for the third. No runs, 2 left on base for Poston Butte after half. Zeros. Finch, Penrod, and Walker lead us off here in the first. Pitching for Poston Butte is number 17, Water. Maybe Ward. We'll just go with Water. Pinch up. Finch hits a slow roller past short. The third short picks it up and safe. At first is Finch. Is she able to beat out the throw? Brings up Kyler. Kyler turns the bunt. And foul, as she fouls it off. Kyler sends it short right field and out. A second baseman tracks it down and for the first out of the inning. Walker up. Kelsey up, Carla on deck. Walker hits one deep over her head. Let's see if it's deep enough. Nope, at the fence. Second and third, as Walker has a doubles that hits just short of the fence. Carla up with 2 on, 1 out. 2 on, 1 out for the Elks here in the bottom of the first, trying to get their early lead. Carla hits it right to short. One will score, so RBI ground out for Carla as Finch scores and Walker moves to third on the play. Outside, first pitch to Ryan. Foul back, 1-1. Ryan lets the high one go, 2-1. Ball 3 in the dirt, gets by catch, but Walker didn't see it go between her legs. Stays at third. 3-1 to count to Ryan. Ryan line drive, be at least a single, maybe a double, be a double for Ryan as she goes into second. Nice hit by Ryan for a double, brings in Walker, 2-0. Autumn fouls it off over first base dugout. Strike. Autumn lets that one go by. Autumn smashes it to third. Third baseman picks it up. Strong throw to first for the out. Stranding Ryan at second, but the Elks able to get 2 runs in the first inning. Defensive alignment for the Elks stays the same. Armio on the mound. All right, Ruiz. Ball 1 to Ruiz. Ball 2 low. Charlie Ruiz batting for Poston Butte. Strike on the outside part of the plate. Strike two, same spot. Ryan comes back, ties up the count at 2. Strike as Ruiz chases a high one for 3rd strike, first out. Claire up to bat. Strike one swinging as she fouls that one back. Foul. Oh, and 2 to Walter. Chops another one foul. Strike out, but able to get down to first on the throw. Gets by her. And gets by Taze, and Walter able to make it a first. So a strikeout, and Walter on first as the ball gets by Taisley, as that ball was high. Savannah, as I won't try to say her last name, but Savannah up to bat with 1 on, 1 out. Strike. Scores a bunt and misses. Throw down to first, and the pinch runner Maldivo gets back. Strike 2 on Savannah. 1 out, 1 on. Just a little high. 1 and 2. Line shot to left. Ariola with it for the 2nd out. Maldivo stays at first. Brings up Brooklyn with 2 outs, 1 on. The low, ball 1. Looks like it's Brooklyn Crouch. Strike down the middle. 1 and 1. You know, if you come to Phoenix this weekend, you get a free sauna just sitting outside for a couple hours. Strike 2 on the inside corner, ties her up. High outside, 2-2. Strike on the outside corner, called third strike. So again, in the second inning, Poston Butte leaves one on. No runs in, so coming in the bottom of the inning, we'll have, I don't know for sure. I kind of lost track. Oh, Ruth up first. New pitcher for Poston Butte, number 18, Lopez. Looks like her and Walter traded places between first and pitch. Wilbank Heavener, and I believe it'd be Newman. So Ruth steps up, bottom of the second. Elks ahead 2-0. Strike one on a half swing by Ruth. Strike two swinging. Strike three looking. Ruth goes down on 3 straight. 1 out. Skylar up. Bunt foul by Skylar. Skylar seeing through that one. 0-2. Skylar chased that one high out of the strike zone. 2 strikeouts for Lopez here in the second. Newman up. Taisley late on that one. Strike one. Taisley chases an outside, 0-2. Looks like after the first inning, we're behind on the pitches, just kind of guessing. Here in the second. And Newman strikes out swinging. 1-2-3 as Lopez strikes out the side for Poston Butte after 2 complete. 2-0.
catches and 3 outs. I had one game, I had 4 half-outs. Everybody loves it, especially that was baseball. I really love it baseball. Just 3 pitches, 3 outs. That's an economic play. Here, it's a natural motion. They don't count.
Morgan up to bat for Poston Butte as we start the third. Ryan still on the mound. Strike one as Morgan misses that swing. High, 1-1. Two and one, just a little inside. A little inside again. 3-1, the count to Morgan, leading off the third. Foul ball. Full count. High ball 4. Morgan gets a free base. Lopez up. Squares the bunt. Bunt foul. High ball 1, 1-1. Foul, low and outside. Lopez at bat and Morgan on first, no outs here in the third. Strike outside corner, knee high fastball, 2-2. Change up just a little high with that offside pitch, full count. Ball 4. First 2 batters for Poston Butte gets on via the walk. Brings up Bailey Litvik. High ball 1. High line drive deep, and hits the fence. 2 runs will score, and runner in at second. So Litvik in at second on that double that hits halfway up the fence. Morgan and Lopez score 2-2. Brings up Jasmine. Ball low. Outside, 2-0. Strike 1 swinging. As Jasmine swings over the top of that one and through it. 2 balls, 1 strike. Litvik on second. No outs. 3-1 the count. Hit the short. Nice pickup by Walker over to first for the out. Litvik on stays on second. Brings up clean. Strike swinging to clean. Litvik on second. Squares a bunt. Bunt back to Ryan. Ryan flips it and out. Out at first. Nice play by Ryan to come in and grab that. Flip it to Autumn at first. Litvik moves on to third. 2 outs now. Brings up Ruiz. High. Ball bounces right back to Taisley. Runner stays at third. Swing and strike 1, 1-1. Strike 2. As Ruiz swings at that one as well. Strike 3 on the outside corner, goes down. So 2 runs for Post and Butte for the Broncos. So after 2.5, all tied at 2. Finch, Penrod, and Walker leading off the bottom of the third.
Number 5, Brand Finch.
All right, Brent Finch comes up to the plate. Start the bottom of the third. Ryan drives right at the center fielder. I don't think the center fielder even had to take a step as that went right to her. Good hit, but right at the center fielder. Brings up Penrod. Swinging strike one to Kyler. Strike two. Kyler a little late on that one as well. Kyler swings at strike three as well. 2 quick outs for the Elks. Walker up. Walker up with no outs, 2 outs and nobody on. Kelsey rips one down third base line over the fence, foul. I know, you knew that when I said over the fence is home run. Nope, just a foul.
Okay.
1-1 as that one sails high. Kelsey hits that one. Slow roller to shortstop and safe. Kelsey beats out the throw on the slow roller to short. 2 outs. Kelsey on first, Carla up to bat. Outside, ball 1. Inside, gets by the catch. 2-0, and Kelsey's at second. Strike one swinging. Strike ball 3, that was the high, 3-1. Strike outside part of the plate, full count. Outside, ball 4, Carla goes to first. So 2 on, 2 outs. Armio up to bat. Ryan smashes one past third base. Walker will score on the play. Runners at first and second after the RBI single by Harmeal. Autumn up.
Number 15, Autumn Webster.
Autumn steps in the plate, up to the plate. Called strike high. Autumn swings through that high pitch as well. After they called that first one high strike on her, she swung up that one. 0-2, Autumn. High ball 1, 1-2.
Brooklyn. Good 0-2.
Little number down to first base. The first one picks it up and steps on the base for the third out. 2 runners left on for the Elks, but Harmeal with the RBI single brings in Walker. 3-2 after 3. Good morning, Taze. Beautiful day, huh? With all that stuff on. Going to sleep outside under the stars tonight and cool off. Elks up by 1 as we start the 4th inning, 3-2. Walter up to bat. Swing and strike 1. A little foul down first baseline. 0-2 the count. Outside by just a hair. 2-1. 1-2. High 2-2. That one sailed on Ryan. Little number down in the hole between first and second for a hit by Walter. Trio substituting for Walter at first, as Walter's no longer pitching. Savannah up to bat for Poston Butte. Outside, ball one. Turn squares the bunt and bunts high and out of play. 1-1. Hit to third. Ruth picks it up, bobbles it. Runners are safe. Has error on Ruth at third base. Runners on first and second, no outs. Brings up Brooklyn Crouch. Crouch gets hit on the foul ball, gets hit on the leg. So bases loaded now with 0 outs.
Hey, in your legs, let's go, drive something.
So it's just a little nubber that got between first and second for a hit. And then an error and a hit by pitch blows the bases for the Broncos, no outs. Hit to third, comes home with the play for 1 out. So hit to Ruth at third. Ruth throws at Taze for the first out. Swinging on that outside pitch, 0-1 to Edwards. There's a little nubber right, little soft fly right to Kelsey for the second out. Bases remain loaded.
Pick him up, kid.
Brings up number 19. I don't even have 19 on my score sheet here. So 19, oh, yep, there we go, Litvik. Litvik batting. 3 on, 2 outs. 1-1 the count. Low. Run will score as that ball gets by Taisley, as that was in the dirt, wild pitch. So 3-3. Two balls, 1 strike. 3-1. Strike down the middle. Full count. Score tied at 3 here in the top of the 4th. Poston Butte still with 2 on, 2 out. And ball misses low, full count as Lippick goes to first. Brings up Jasmine. So far, nothing's left infield for Poston Butte, but bases are loaded, 1 in. Strike. Knee-high fastball. Pinch runner number 14 running for the catcher. That'll be Everest. Foul ball, 0-2 to Jasmine. Runners on second and third for the Broncos. 2 out, score tied at 3. High. High again, 2-2. Down low. Count 3-2 to Jasmine. Bases loaded, nowhere to put her. Got to come with something across the plate. Foul ball. Over into the other field. Count remains 3-2. Low. Walks another run in. 4-3. Brings up clean. Bases continue to be loaded for Poston Butte. 2 outs. High and outside. 1-0. Colette calls timeout. Get her pitcher some water here. Settle her down a little bit. One and the count to clean. Bases loaded. 2 outs for Poston Butte here in the top of the 4th after that short timeout. Hit back to Ryan. Ryan flips it over to Autumn for the 3rd. Poston Buttes adds on 2 and takes a 4-3 lead as we go in the bottom of the 4th. Lopez pitching, still pitching for Poston Butte. Wilt bank up. Wilt bank Hebner and Newman up for the Elks here in the bottom of the 4th, trailing by 1. Foul, fair ball down third, picked up by the third baseman, but in the dirt. So Ruth safe on the throwing error by the third baseman. Brings up Hebner. First baseman unable to dig that out. Bunt able to pull it back as that ball sails over the catcher's head. And Wilt bank on the second, 1-0. Another bunt. Skyler misses it, 1-1. Strike on the inside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Newman on deck. Skyler with a shot into the gap, and it will hit, it will land, rolls to the fence. Boots will score easier, and Hebner into second with a stand-up double. 4-4. Still no outs. Tazy in his top of the order, Finch. Taze pops it up. Third baseman calls it and makes the catch for the first out of the inning. Ran up to bat. Now with 1 out. Hebner still at third. Nice hit, right to third. Force, nope. Hebner in a rundown. And out at third. Fitch with some heads up running goes into second on the fielder's choice. Penrod up with 2 outs now. Little roller down third, but foul. Base hit to right field. Finch around third and score. And the single by Kyler Penrod. Finch scores 5-4 for the Elks. Walker up. High ball one as that sails over Kelsey's head. Foul balls off the top of the fence down third baseline. Ball low in the dirt. Nice play by the catcher there. 2 balls, 1 strike to Kelsey. Outside, 3-1. Kelsey has a little floater towards second base, going to beat out the throw. That's just a little about 4 hopper to second base. Kelsey with her speed able to beat that out. Penrod on the second, 2 outs. Carl up. Hey, relax, have confidence. First pitch is in the dirt.
Back here,
And runners advance 1 base. As that got between the catcher's leg. Strike, knee-high fastball. 1-1. Smash over third base's head for a single. 2 runs will score on the play. As Carla with an RBI single. Penrod and Walker in. 7-4. Ryan up to bat. Carla on first. Ryan swings through that one. Looked like she's a little ahead of that one. Two outs, Carla's at first. Ball low, 1-1. Hits a sharp grounder to third. Shortstop. Shortstop flips it to second for the force. Elks able to get 4 on the inning. Lead 7-4. After 4. like number 5 pitching. That would be Layla Clean. Strike to Clean on the first pitch to her. Strike 2 as Clean swings late on that pitch. Foul ball. Strike 3. 1 out. Strikeout by Ryan. Brings up Morgan. Sorry, Trio. Trio up to bat. First pitch in there for a strike. Foul ball. Ryan quickly had 0-2. As that was fouled back to screen. Ryan gets her on a check swing. Strike 3, so 2 strikeouts this inning for Ryan as Trio went after a high fastball. Savannah up to bat. Hits a foul down the third base line. Inside, 1-1. Armiel tried to come in with the changeup, just missed inside and low. Foul again. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Strike 3, looking. Ryan strikes out the side. So 4.5 in the book, 7-4. Autumn Ruth. Ruth and Scott are up to bat in the bottom of the 5th. Lopez still pitching for Poston Butte.
Number 15, Autumn Webster.
Autumn batting, leading off the bottom of the 5th. First pitch foul back to the screen. Autumn goes around, strike 2, as she's unable to hold up on that outside pitch. Autumn fouls it back, stays alive. Autumn hits one up the middle for a single. Actually goes past. Umpire is in my way, so I wasn't able to see it. Goes past the fielder into second. So Autumn into second base with a double. Gets by second base and by right fielder. Ruth up with Autumn at second. Strike. Strike on that low pitch to Ruth. Ruth swings and misses one on the outside. 0-2. Ruth chases one in the dirt and thrown out at first, but on the throw down at first, Autumn's able to go on to third. Brings up Heavener and then Taisley. So Skylar up, 1 out. Autumn at third. Elks trying to add to their lead. Down low, ball 1. I didn't see it. So strike 1, 1-1. Skylar fouls it back over the screen. 1-2. Autumn still at third. Outside. Skylar just needs to put it in place somewhere. Score Autumn, who's sitting on third with 1 out. Ball 3 as that one misses high. Skylar able to work a full count. Ball high. Skyler able to walk to first. After that, working it after starting out 0-2, Skyler's able to walk to first on the base on the full count walk. Taisley Newman up. Yeah, sometimes I still have my tongue tied when I speak. Someday when I'm 95, I'll get over it. Taze turns his bunt and outside. Thrown down to second and in time. Play it home and say out. Runners caught between first and second and back in. So Autumn thrown out at home plate on that double steal. And Hebner at Colette asked umpire about obstruction call. The umpires will meet. A couple of calls the last couple games we've had where they went home and it seems like they're right in the baseline and feel no good. So 2 outs. Seem unable to reach the base because they're standing the baseline, which I know new rule is where you can't be in the baseline to hinder the progress of the runner. So Newman up with 2 outs. Hebner on second. Paisley with the little bloop. It's down the line and foul. To know the count to Paisley. Down, nope, that's strike 2 there. That was outside corner low strike. Paisley hits one in center field. The center fielder's underneath it though, and makes the catch for the 3rd out. 1 left on for the Elks. No one scores, so after 5 complete, 7-4. Head to the 6th inning. Elks up by 3. Armillo pitching. Defense stays the same. Ryan on the mound, pitch number 14, strike. Across the plate, trying to see number 14's name. High, 1-1. It's like Leandra. Strike 2. Outside corner, 1-2. Swing and strike 3 as Leandra chases a low pitch for strike 3. Brings up number 16, Morgan, top of the lineup. Outside, ball 1. Strike, outside corner. Strike 2, same spot. Caught Morgan looking on the last 2 pitches. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Two and 2. High and outside.
No call.
Three and 2. Misses high again. Hit to Ryan. Ryan able to stick her glove out and grab that onto Autumn for the second out. Lopez up to bat. Down low. Nice pickup by Taisley. Foul ball, 1-1. Two and 1, as that is outside and low. Lopez at batter. Foul ball. Nice pitch by Ryan around the outside corner where Lopez, the only thing she could do was foul that one off. Outside. Does that one look like it slipped out of Ryan's hand? Full count to Lopez. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Swing and strike 3. Just at the bottom of the strike zone on the outside corner for the 3rd out. So going in the bottom of the 6th, 7-4, round belly ahead. Top lineup starts off the 6th. Bren, Kyler, and Kelsey.
Number 5, Brand Finch.
All right, Brand up to bat. So we start off the bottom of the 6th. First pitch, the line shot right to short and bounces off her foot as it died. Didn't come up as shortstop thought it might. Finch on with the error. Might go down his head. It would have been a tough play by the shortstop to get Finch out at first. I don't know for sure how they'll mark that one. Penrod up. And pulls it back. Throw down and safe as that throw went into high to second base. 1-0 to Penrod. Ball 2 as that one's in the dirt on the changeup. Little hit to third. Into the dirt. Gets by. Going home is Finch. And Penrod into second on the throwing error by the third baseman. 8-4. Walker up. Counts foul ball. Lets the high one go, 1-1. Ball 2, as that one misses high as well. Kelsey's been on fire this tournament. I think she's only been out like once in the whole 4 games. Been hitting real well. I hope I didn't speak too soon on that one, but 3-1 to Kelsey. Outside, Kelsey walks the first. Runners on first and second. Nobody out. Carla up. Drive it somewhere, sis. Drive it somewhere. Swings that one up out of the zone. Strike 1. Strike right down the middle. Oh and 2. Outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Carla. 1 run in already this inning. 8-4, 2 on, no outs. Carla will foul that one off her foot. High outside, 2-2. Ball 3 in the dirt. Runner stay as that didn't get by the catcher far enough. Carla works the count full. Little foul ball, and it'll go foul.
Fair territory. Now.
Ball hit Carla in fair territory. She's out. Ryan up to bat. 2 on, just 1 out. Score still 8-4. Ryan fouls out down. Down low. Nice play by the catcher to stop that one. 1-1. Ryan swings through that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Just a little underneath that one. Ryan strikes out, chases one a little low. 2 outs, 2 on. Autumn up. Hit right back up the middle. Be a base hit. Kyler will come home. It's going to be a close play at the plate. Be safe at home. Walker on the third on the single up the middle by Autumn. 9-4. Zoe running for Autumn at first. Ball low to Ruth. I hear a timer going off. That is game. That is game. Round Valley wins 9-4. The only loss comes 11-10 walk off in the last inning by Horizon Honors. So good weekend for the ladies as they finish up the weekend 3-1, beating the 4A Poston Butte Broncos. Back in action on Wednesday against St. John's at home, and then Thursday against Joe City at home, before finishing the week in Tombstone next week. See you then, and have a great week, and be safe.